Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Welcome to our 2,500-ish show celebration.
Woo! We got there.
We sort of, kind of. Look at that.
Look at these balloons.
Look at that right there.
There's we don't have a dash or ish after that, but
No, we do not.
Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on, I got
Keith's taking care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Good.
Awesome.
Ish.
Nice balloons, though, Chris. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hang on.
Where's the cake?
Where's
And
cake?
the
Oh,
ice
okay,
cream.
cake
And
is
the
coming.
ice cream.
Cake is coming.
There we go.
Can't have cake without ice cream.
So, nice. So,
Put it on the wall.
you're probably going to need another
I'll get
couple
there.
of pieces of tape there. All right. So, the 2,500-ish show of Pat Gray Unleashed.
Ish.
Sadly, ish is right. I just did the math on
Why
this.
did you don't look at the calendar, man. What is your deal?
According to loose Keith math, I didn't realize how loose it was.
So where are we at? 28, 9?
See, I thought we were probably closer to 3,000.
29,
Oh,
5.
did you?
No. I just did the math.
Okay.
The actual
I
math.
was hoping you wouldn't, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Because I did it yesterday,
know,
and I
it's
thought,
not good.
how did we...
They have the numbers on the
Nowhere near
They have the numbers on the
2,500.
podcast page, right? How many?
Do they?
They should. 'Cause
okay.
I looked on Chewing the Fat.
Are we around 1,600 or 1,700?
I don't know. I didn't look. I looked at Chewing the Fat because I thought
1,800?
I gotta believe I'm close to 20. It was 24 something for Chewing the Fat. So Jeff Fisher Radio has more than I got to be over 2,500. So this show has to be over 2,500.
Okay, well, if you've done... Well, yeah, because we've done more shows than you have.
I'd pump the brakes on that
We
little
have.
tone in your voice
We
like
have.
that. Okay, just,
We have.
yeah, no
It's a
question.
fact.
No question.
It's a fact. But, so you're at 24?
24 something for Chewing the Fat.
Okay,
and
so-
there was Jeff Fisher
Wow,
Radio.
really?
Jeff Fisher Radio before that. So I was,
Right.
we're over 25. This show's over 25.
So how did
Okay.
I get to
All
that
right.
number
How
the
did you
first
get to
time?
that?
And then, like you, I did the math, and I went, wait a minute.
Wait, that doesn't add up.
So how did that happen?
I don't know.
I'll look.
Yeah, look.
Look
Because
right
are you sure? Maybe it's only 1,400?
No, it's
Because
for
I was
Jeffy?
so excited when it landed on a Friday. When I was
Yeah.
doing the math, and I was like, "Oh, that's too perfect! Oh, cool! Let's celebrate." Whoops. Ish
is the important
I mean, I even
word
dressed
there.
up for this event.
You sure did. Look at you.
Ooh.
That's not what you dressed up for. What'd you really
That's
dress
exactly
up for?
what
You have a funeral to go to?
I don't have a funeral. To go. I hope not. Do you know something?
Job
I don't
interview.
know?
You
I
got
don't
a
have
job interview.
Yeah. No, I don't have a
number-
job
what
interview.
number did you
I
get
have
to?
You're going to
a
church later
celebration.
today.
I have a celebration, Patrick.
Wow. All right.
And it's 2,500-ish.
I guess we're a little underdressed, Jeff,
Yes.
for the 2,500-ish.
I saw. I thought about putting my sport jacket on that I have.
Well, I could do
way
that.
Too warm
I
for
still
that.
have sport jackets.
Way too warm for that.
They're not tailored, however, so a lot of them look like my dad's sport jackets, but maybe I'll get one of those out. All right, so what does it say for Jeff Fisher chewing the fat?
Well, it's 24 something, but I went to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yeah.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Right.
The podcast page.
Okay.
What number did you come up with?
I came up with like 16, 17.
This has 1733.
1733.
But that's Pat Gray Unleashed, and I feel like that's.
Well, that's what we called
more-
it since 2017.
September 11th, 2017 is the first day
Yeah.
that the show aired.
Yep. So, how could you have more?
Because that probably
Math
includes
is
Jeff
not
Fisher Radio
the
as well.
strong suit of anybody in this business.
Because when we were doing
How long did
Glenn Radio,
Yeah.
I was doing Jeff Fisher Radio at that time too.
Oh, you were?
yeah.
Okay, well, that's why.
Every weekend. So
Okay. Well, that might do it. I don't know. Because we're... Okay, so it says right...
2413.
But it says right on the podcast
17.
what episode it is?
On the Blaze podcast page.
1733. So another 2 years and we
We're
might
good.
be to
We're good.
2,500.
So we're still celebrating, damn it. I want cake and ice cream. I don't
me
care.
too. Me too. We're doing it.
Hold on, let me just tell the Blaze TV chat, I am not going to court either. I'm just dressed up for
Going
this
to court.
event.
There's one I missed. Yeah.
No, I'm
Yep.
just dressed up for this event. I promise. I promise.
All right.
It's only for this.
I'm sure he's running for like city council.
I gotta go.
City commissioner.
Got a campaign stop after this show. Yeah.
You did at one point do that, right? In your town? Didn't you run for something?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
you were going to?
No, I was on the planning and zoning
Planning and
board or
zoning.
something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a vote in the direction of our fair town, and
But you don't anymore?
I don't. Well, because they met on Monday nights,
Oh.
and we used to tape on Monday nights. Remember that?
Oh. Back
so
in the day with Glenn. Yeah.
Boy,
I
that
couldn't.
Those were
holy
good
cow,
times.
Yeah, weren't they?
Good times.
They
Yeah.
were good
What
times.
is happening? It's
Yes,
a
they were.
nightmare. look at the
It's
camera.
a celebration.
You got to look at the camera. Find it on camera.
That's awesome.
Oh my heavens!
That's awesome.
That is nightmare fuel.
That's a
Wow.
celebration. That's a celebration.
Look at it. Oreos
oh,
and
nice.
cake.
Clown's trying to kill me.
Nice. The Coca-Cola Oreos. That's
This is
awesome.
like sudden death for
Does the clown talk or
diabetes.
just stare with his mouth
just
again?
stares with his mouth open. That's a,
These look really good.
That's a good.
What
that's
are
a nice
these?
looking clown jacket too. I like that.
Hey, you got to make
Yeah.
sure to get on camera more often over the next 2
Yeah,
hours.
that's a good look actually.
That
I've seen
is.
It's frightening.
I like
Boy,
it.
keep your kids
Seriously
away
frightening.
from the TV today.
Wow.
Wow, that's incredible looking
Those
cake.
are good pieces
Sure
of
is.
cake right there.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
I'll have to put a bib on before I eat over this suit.
Let's wrap this
so
thing up.
good.
We have like a 30-minute video we can run.
I don't want to look bad at court later with a cake stain on my shirt.
No, you don't want that.
No,
You really don't want
And we
that.
have so much
A lot of stuff to
video.
get to today. Yeah, so much stuff. So one of the things that happened yesterday, first of all, we're going to get to Trump at the Al Smith dinner because Kamala Harris didn't even bother with it.
she's too busy.
She sent some stupid video
It was stupid.
to it. And
So bad, it's not even worth playing.
with that really terrible Saturday Night Live chick, well, I don't know her name.
The most horrible character on Saturday Night
so
Live.
bad, so bad. But Trump was brilliant, and we'll share some of that coming up. But also yesterday, Israel eliminated yet another terrorist
And just
leader.
taking them down.
They got Yahya Sinwar. They got Sinwar, the head of Hamas, killed him dead.
It's incredible.
Yeah, do you want to
Wow.
see his last moments on Earth?
Yes.
kind of
They
Yes,
sent
I
a
do.
drone in. It was it's interesting.
Yeah, so here it is. And you're going
Okay.
to see him sitting in a chair, kind of probably
In the
out
back,
of it.
yeah.
There he is. So he's
Where is he?
barely alive.
All the way back there on the.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if he's trying to stay perfectly still or if he's injured from the strike, but he's in that chair.
And then he's angry that the drone is flying
Yeah.
toward him.
Okay.
There he is, looking at it.
There he is.
There. That says loser right there. Yeah. Yiddish or something. Uh-oh, what's he got there? He's got a stick or
Yeah, I don't know.
something?
They said he threw a stick
that a
at
It
the
looks like a
drone.
hockey stick.
But it might be like a lampshade or something. Who knows? I mean, a lamp pole or whatever. But he does end up throwing it at the.
You got
At the
this.
drone.
Is he left-handed? He must be. Huh?
Well, I think that's the only arm he could use.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know if
Wow,
he's left-handed
you
or
can
not,
put that
but
up. Put that
he
up.
was
Awesome.
not. He was not using his right arm.
And
at
there's the
time.
announcement from Israel yesterday on Twitter.
Wow. So that was actually him, Yahya
Yeah.
Sinwar, the leader of the Hamas terrorist organization who was responsible for planning and executing the October 7th massacre, has been eliminated.
Think about it.
I mean, I was hoping he would die screaming. It doesn't look like that's
Yeah.
what happened, but there it was.
But
And
he
then
did
that-
in fact die.
Yep, that right there is the DNA confirmation because it took his left index finger and ran
Wow.
DNA, and it is confirmed that is the terrorist.
Wow. Jeez.
Okay.
So they do a follow-up drone and go in there and make sure that it actually happened, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. Amazing.
While the commanders for the
Wow.
Israeli army were on helicopters watching everything. That's even cooler.
Why was he wrapped in like it looked like he had stuff wrapped all over him.
Yeah, it was his picnic tablecloth. He was
Oh,
wrapped
was
up.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so the
Got a little
Israeli
that got damaged as well.
Yeah.
they interrupted his picnic.
They interrupted the picnic. How
Oh,
dare
no.
they?
Oh no!
How dare they?
That's not good. Let the guy have his picnic and then
He's just relaxing.
You know.
Relaxing at home.
yeah. Just relaxing at home. Planning another terror attack.
All of
And
a sudden, here comes some missiles blowing up
And
my
to
building.
my understanding,
Wow.
it was a oops, we ran into him.
Oh,
So
really?
let's get rid of it. They were not supposed. He was not even. They didn't have the intel that he was there. It was like they did an airstrike, and they were like, "Oops, look who's here! All right, kill him."
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I'd probably keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
And just say, no, that was a targeted strike to get that guy.
Jeez,
Well, that's just their way of saying we're going to get you one way or another.
Yes.
they're doing a pretty incredible job.
Yes, they are.
I heard yesterday they've eliminated 60 to 70% of Hamas.
Yeah.
60 to 70%. That's pretty
I
impressive.
mean, that was the mission operation before they started, right?
Yes, it
to
was.
completely eliminate?
Yeah. And they're 70% of the way there. Let them finish the job. Okay? And then pull out. You've done the job.
They're doing the world, they're doing humanity a favor.
Yes, they are.
Let them.
They are. We've also apparently talked them out of hitting Iran's nuclear or oil capabilities. Because Netanyahu, when he was here this week, just made the promise to Biden that they wouldn't hit those facilities. Well, why? That's what would hurt them. That's what would damage them. That's what would make an impression.
Well, this administration has given them a lot of money to keep those facilities open.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
You hate to see those destroyed.
You do hate to see that, don't you? Don't you? Oh, man. It's amazing. I mean, whose side are we on? It's a good question. It really is. Also, Kamala told voters to bring an ID. What do you mean, bring an ID? Wait, are you trying to suppress my vote? What do you mean, bring an ID?
To get into one of her events, or?
I don't know. Here she is, though. Cut 13. Or not.
Or not.
Or not.
How about some poll numbers? Can we get some poll numbers on the screen? I'd like to see the latest poll numbers in the battleground states. We might have that available.
Yeah? Is that available?
I think they've already been celebrating the 2500th show down the hall, so maybe we don't have everything. But there you go. Look at the latest on the swing states. Liking that?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You seeing that? It's right there in front of you on the piece of paper.
It sure is.
Arizona, Trump plus 1.1. North Carolina, Trump plus 1.0. Georgia, Trump plus 0.9. Michigan, Trump plus 0.9. Pennsylvania, Trump plus 0.5. Nevada, Trump plus 0.5. Wisconsin, Trump plus 0.1.
Now that's an average.
Yeah,
right.
That's RCP.
Okay, that's the Real Clear Politics average of all the polls. So Trump is up in every battleground state.
Yeah, and then look at the poly market odds. Look where the money is: 60 to 40 Trump over Harris. That's where the money.
And that's what you look at as pretty legitimate, because where people are putting their money, there's some legitimacy to that.
Yeah, because then they can factor in fraud, and I mean that seriously. They can go, oh well, they can. And they're still going with Trump.
And you're gonna do what you really think in the money market because you want to make money. So obviously,
right.
Yeah, the money markets are very telling. So 60-40 right now, Trump. And with the Real Clear Politics average, Trump leads in every single battleground state. Wow, that's incredible.
It sure is. That's
look
good.
at that.
It should be more than that.
Look at that.
To be honest.
Now,
if you
take all of the polling data and there are no toss-up states.
Okay.
And you're just like, who's winning in these states? Again,
this is RCP too?
Right. And these are very thin margins in many of these states like we just showed.
However, the projection here right now for Real Clear Politics in the Electoral College, Trump 312 to Kamala Harris 226. Let's hope and pray it is that kind of margin.
Exactly.
No one has asked her your question yet, though, Keith.
Are you prepared to
That's
certify
right.
the
Man,
election?
I wanted Brett Baer to ask her that so bad.
In your role as vice president on January 6th.
Will you certify the election? That's great. He should have asked that.
Yes, he should have.
Should have asked that. She would say, well, I'm not going to lose. Well, yeah, but if you do. Well, I'm not going to.
Not going to lose.
But if you do lose, will you certify the election for Donald Trump?
We'll follow the law.
312 to 226. That's a blowout. Really. That would be a blowout.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find this.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it would. Yes, that would be great.
That would be nice.
That's enough to just settle the issue, right? 312 to 226.
So,
of course, they'll whine about it. Well, well, that's the Electoral College. That's why we have to get rid of the Electoral College.
I know that we don't have this video here, but I just saw something. So Jamie Raskin in the past has said that I'm not going to vote to certify Donald Trump as the winner. I mean, he's not qualified.
They have said that.
Right? Well, he said it again. I mean, this clip at least is making the rounds. I don't know when this was, but I want you to listen to what Jamie Raskin's plans for January 6th are if Trump is declared the winner.
So it's going to be up to us on January 6th, 2025 to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in Civil War conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have not many cases to look at every year, not that much work to do, a huge staff, great protection, simply do not want to do their job.
I mean, this guy, Jamie Raskin.
What a douchebag.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sounds like
wow.
Sounds like you're not. Sounds like you're calling for an insurrection. Honestly,
yes, it
against
does.
the will of the people. If that's what turns out to happen.
I mean, that is what it sounds like.
Yes,
that is what he's doing. Actually,
he wants armed guards. I mean, and then you've got that executive order. It's way over there on the other side of the balloons. They are, boy, be careful, America. You got some bad people in high offices right now. We got to be careful between now and January 20th.
Where are you getting that?
I don't know. Especially on a day he has to go to court and everything.
I know.
He'd calm down a little bit.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the judge is up this early. I hope not. Probation officer, everybody.
All right. Do we have the stuff from last night's Al Smith get together? Do we have those videos available?
I don't know.
Can somebody give us a yes or no on that?
Okay.
It would be 22 through whatever.
I guess just play what you've got then.
You're going to be happy with the first 10, I think.
The first 10 videos are not ready.
We don't know. Yeah.
Oh, they're not ready.
No. You misunderstood.
So.
Because the more general response we got before the show started actually turned out that we do have those because
we do have the first 10.
We have been playing.
We don't have the next 10 or whatever.
I don't know, man.
Those are being ingested.
Could somebody come in and let us know what videos are available and which are not? I don't want to call for any more.
2,500-ish shows,
right?
Without this kind of professionalism. Okay?
That's right. That's right. Thank you for making that point. It's very true.
Okay, so
very true.
Where do you want to go here, Pat? And I'll tell you if we have it or not.
All right.
Yeah, we do. We're good.
We did the Democrat pollster, right? On the latest poll numbers?
No, that's
we didn't do
2.5 minutes
that.
long.
Do we have that?
Yeah, but do you want to do the Al Smith stuff? Because it's fun, right?
Yeah, I do want to do the Al Smith, but I thought we didn't have the Al Smith.
Play Al Smith.
All right.
Play it.
This is Trump from Al Smith last night?
Play.
Or is this Gaffigan?
Now.
And here it is.
On anything. From
Joe has almost disappeared from view. The only way he could be seen less is if he had a show on CNN. They had nothing. They've got nothing. Fake news, right? Fake.
I love Schumer sitting there.
Oh, he picked on Schumer, too.
Yes, he did.
Play something else from Al Smith. Go.
A major issue in this race is child care, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep him away. That's a nasty one. That's nasty. A major issue in this race.
Hang on a second. Was he reading that from somebody? He didn't even know.
Nasty. I bet he just ad-libbed that. That's a nasty one. That's just nasty.
I mean, he was brutal.
Just give me the jokes. I'll read them. We'll go from there. I got it.
What else we got?
Yep.
Campaigning can take a toll on a family and family life, although I hear that Kamala and her husband carve out some really beautiful alone time at the end of the day for an intimate dinner, just Doug, her, and a teleprompter that she uses quite well.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, that's the alone time.
Hit us.
Do we have roasting Chuck Schumer?
29. I think that's the problem. I think
play whatever you have.
Joe doesn't have them labeled.
It's been a long tradition for both Democrat and Republican candidates for president of the United States to attend this dinner. It's a rule. You got to go to the dinner. You got to do it. Otherwise, bad things are going to happen to you from up there. I can't do what I just saw on that screen. But my opponent feels like she does not have to be here, which is deeply disrespectful to the event, and in particular to our great Catholic community. Very disrespectful.
Yeah, no doubt. That's not a joke.
The last Democrat not to attend this important event was Walter Mondale, and it did not go very well for him. He lost 49 states and he won one, Minnesota. So I said, there's no way I'm missing it. Actually, it was not easy for me to get here tonight. I wasn't going to miss this thing, no matter, I didn't care. I wasn't going to miss it. But that's true. Walter Mondale, 49 and 1. He was expected to do well. Then it didn't work out. It shows you there is a God. I mean, for those people that are questioning it. I understand the real reason that she's not here is she's hunting with her running mate, spending a lot of time hunting. In any event, it's a weird. You know the word weird. They called me weird. They called JD weird. We're very solid people. This guy is calling us weird, but this was weird that the Democrat candidate is not here and with us tonight.
Do we have the one where he talks about Walz, Tim Walz?
Probably. Play what you got, Joe. I don't know that we...
Maybe we'll get to it.
But I know this isn't my normal crowd tonight because it just isn't. It's not my normal crowd. Believe me, my normal crowd is younger, has a lot more energy, but you have certain advantages too, like cash, lots of cash.
That's right.
But many of you are Manhattan liberals from the media and the Democrat Party. I always say the Democrat, Chuck doesn't like that. He likes Democratic, and it sounds much more beautiful, the Democratic Party. I always say the Democrat Party because it sounds worse. It is true. He likes Democratic. Why don't they just change the name? This way, it is Democrat. But I must say I was shocked when I heard that Kamala was skipping the Al Smith dinner. I'd really hoped that she would come because we can't get enough of hearing her beautiful laugh. She laughs like crazy.
Schumer is not enjoying the evening.
Not enjoying it at all.
He has to be there, but he's not enjoying it.
No, he is not. Yeah.
So great.
What else we got here? These are good.
All polls are indicating I'm leading big with the Catholic vote, as I should be. As I should be.
As you should be.
But I don't think Kamala has given up yet. She hasn't. Instead of attending tonight, she's in Michigan receiving communion from Gretchen Whitmer.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's not a pretty sight. But Catholics, please don't be too insulted by Kamala's absence. If the Democrats, he says, thank you very much, I appreciate it. If Democrats really wanted to have someone not be with us this evening, they would have just sent Joe Biden.
Thank you.
All right.
That's good stuff.
I love this.
Very funny.
He was actually really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wrote these or somebody else did, but it's pretty good.
We still have plenty more. You want to keep hitting these?
Yep.
Okay.
I used to think the Democrats were crazy for saying that men have periods. But then I met Tim Walz.
I love it. That one is brilliant.
That is so good.
That's brilliant.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
All right.
Man.
I mean, I'm sure, first of all, I don't think you know asking whether he wrote them or not. He's Donald Trump. He wrote them.
He writes everything.
He writes
Yes.
everything.
Obviously.
He wrote the funniest, most brilliant, best jokes ever.
That's right.
All right.
That's exactly right.
Let's get that clear.
All right.
We have another former New York City mayor with us, frankly,
Oh, no.
easily the worst in our history.
De Blasio.
And it's not Michael, that I can tell you. I'm surprised that Bill de Blasio was actually able to make it tonight, to be honest. He was a terrible mayor. I don't give a if this is comedy or not. He was a terrible mayor. He did a horrible job. That's not comedy, by the way. That's fact. But unlike the rest of New York, at least Bill doesn't have to worry about the criminals. They owe him big. He let them get away with a lot of stuff.
I mean, this is
wow,
priceless
that's
stuff.
awesome.
Wow, that's brutal. That's really brutal.
What else
and
you
he
got?
was there, right?
Yeah, he was.
Is that what he
He
said?
was in the audience.
De Blasio was there. That had to be fun for him,
Right.
but there was more.
Coming in very, very strong a certain way. I won't tell you what way that is, but Chuck Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
It's so good.
What do you got to say about that, Chucky?
I'll tell you who else looks glum is Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gaffigan does not like Trump. He's made that pretty clear. And he does not like people who support Donald Trump, and he's made that pretty clear.
And then yet there he is.
And yet there he is.
But he did a
looks
really good
glum
job.
as well.
He did a good job with his jokes. Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's funny.
And he wasn't happy that Kamala wasn't there either.
No, he
so
was not.
He made that clear.
And
And
that-
she was terrible. So, and I think he made mention that her little video was terrible.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
yeah, that was slamming her for not being there.
All right, so Joe informs me he's got the Gaffigan opening joke. If
Okay.
you like that?
All right.
Catholic president, right? After JFK, President Biden couldn't be here tonight. The DNC made sure of that.
Fact.
Right? That's not a joke. That's fact.
Oh, that's.
Who's that Robert Kraft, Bloomberg.
I guess I'm the only one that reads history. You know, this event has been referred to as the Catholic Met Gala. 22% of Americans identify as Catholic. Catholics
Wow.
will be a key demographic in every battleground state. I'm sorry, why is Vice President Harris not here?
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, consider this. This is a room full of Catholics and Jews in New York City.
Right.
This is a layup for the Democratic nominee.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
supposed to be.
in her defense, I mean, she did find time to appear on The View, Howard Stern, Colbert, and the longtime staple of campaigning,
Here we go.
the Call Her Daddy podcast. The media has begun discussing the phenomena of secret Trump voters. I don't know if you've heard about this. People who publicly say they would never vote for Trump, but then when they go in the voting booth, they do. It's a small group. They're called the Biden family. The Democrats
really
have
good.
been telling us Trump's re-election is a threat to democracy. In fact, they were so concerned of this threat, they staged a coup, ousted their democratically elected incumbent, and installed Kamala Harris.
So good.
In other words, all her dreams have come true.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really, it really makes you consider the power of prayer, right, Cardinal? Sometimes prayers take 3.5 years and a George Clooney op-ed.
All right.
It's really good.
That is good.
It's really good. I mean, he's
I
pissed.
mean, he was good.
He's funny.
That was
He's
good.
pissed that she's not there.
Yeah.
He's pissed that they just have installed her into
Yep.
office.
And he should be.
Because they
all should be.
You know, while we, Joe Biden is a walking corpse, they voted for him.
Right.
He's their guy.
That's right.
He's their guy.
Yep.
And being terrible, he's still their guy. And nope, sorry.
No getting around that. There just isn't. The democracy thing did not happen with the Democrat Party. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Hello, my love. Congratulations on your 2,500th show. We love you.
Isn't that adorable? Oh, what a cute surprise.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
See, we made your family lie.
Thanks to Keith's math. But, I mean, congratulations on our 1733rd show.
Well,
There you go.
34th.
34th, yeah. 1734th.
I mean, it's right there. That's 2,500.
Show.
You see that? It's 2,500.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Ish.
Close enough for government work.
Well, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
For darn sure. But that was nice. Can you put up the still shot of my adorable family?
Aw.
When did you do this?
Chris and Jeffy.
Yesterday.
Don't worry about when we did it, okay? Just know that we did it.
I just have a couple of complaints. Going
Yeah.
to your Kexi company and not seeing the head baker or the owner
Yeah.
was kind of a little upsetting.
Was it upsetting?
So,
Chris was
when did you
running
go
around.
to
So
my-
I was going everywhere
Really?
in Keller. Pat! Jackie! Sean! And then
Who's
someone
this joint
answered.
if nobody's there.
Yeah, someone
What's going
answered.
on?
And she was like, oh, yeah, I can do that.
You know, scouting new locations. What are we doing?
That looks like they were in front of somebody's house,
They sure were from somebody's house.
my daughter's house. And so that's what she was doing that she wouldn't tell me about yesterday.
Ah. Yeah, because when we texted her, she was like, well, Pat is already here. And I was like, well, put a VHS with the BYU game. And he's not going to be bothered for like 3 hours.
That's for sure. If there were a BYU game yesterday, yeah, she wouldn't have had to tell me anything about where she was because I wouldn't know where she was. All right, we got some tweets here from Twitmo Detainee.
Love X.
Tweets, no worries. It's the 2,500th episode in metric years.
There you go.
Oh,
Or
you know what?
That
Possibly
actually is, yeah.
Possibly episode 1789. No way to tell.
Actually, you know what? It's the 502 episode is where we're at
Well,
now.
it'll be 5,000.
Just a-
It'll be
Yeah,
fun.
it'd be 5,002.
Oh.
Again, Keith math.
Keith
Okay,
math.
sorry.
Doesn't work
I
well.
apologize.
Anytime
So
there
if we
are
put
numbers.
the 18-minute together along with the
Keith.
7-minute
You know what?
together, you
No.
got 22
No.
minutes. You sell it
You
with
know
8
what?
minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
There
you go.
It's 502. Like I said. See?
From Sarah the Band, I think this 2,500-ish episode celebration was just so you guys could get free food. Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. And New Hampshire, Pathead, happy anniversary. Looking forward to black and white newsreels. Pat Gray Unleashed, episode 1. Will we see Thin Jeffy and Keith with a thick mane of hair? That's
a good
questions.
question.
Yeah, good question. No, you won't ever see Thin Jeffy.
knew that was-
that
yeah,
does not
that's-
exist.
Either does Keith
The
with a
answer to
thick
that
mane
question
of
is
hair.
No. All right. Yes. That's no. No, you won't.
I think the chat figure out why Keith is all dressed up. He's the defense attorney for Jeffy, and they have to go to court today.
Okay. That could be.
First of all,
First of all, don't worry about what I'm going to
As
court.
your attorney, you don't have to respond, Jeffy.
yeah, I know I don't have to respond, but I have to pipe down because I'm going to. You will not be my attorney.
Wow. Wow, that was
so-
hateful.
Is
Wasn't that
math
hateful?
involved? What's the problem? I don't understand.
Yes.
It's just talking.
Yes.
He knows too much. He knows too much about
Too
you.
much, yeah.
Does not believe in your innocence, and so that's probably a good move. Last night, Donald Trump was pretty good at the Al Smith dinner. I think really good, and there's more. Apparently, he considered not telling jokes at the Al Smith dinner. Cut 22.
I actually thought about not doing jokes tonight. I was going to come out here and say, listen, our country is doing very badly. This is not about jokes. And then some person said, you have to do jokes. I said, I don't want to. There's nothing funny about what's happening to our country.
Amen.
And I actually meant that I was going to do that, but they convinced me to say some of the things I said tonight. I don't know if they were funny or not, but hey, you think this is easy standing up here and doing this in front of half a room that hates my guts and the other half loves me? Half of us love me, but maybe it's, I think 75% love me.
Thank you.
But I actually do. I did think about that, and our country is doing very badly with respect to its open borders and inflation, crushing things happening in the Middle East and Ukraine. It's so sad to see what's happening in Ukraine. Wow. I had a lot of people very religious people come up to me tonight from Ukraine, and they're asking me for help. So sad to see so many people have been killed in Ukraine, and we're going to get it settled up if we win. As I'm president-elect, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to do it before we ever get back. We have to get it stopped. Too much killing. It's killing, and all of those cities are coming crashing down. Those beautiful golden domes are crashing down on their sides. They're so sad to see. The whole thing is so sad. So we're going to be, for all those people, there's so many people came up to the dais, and religious people from Ukraine, and I'm going to say, and I told them, don't worry, we're going to get it stopped. It's too bad it ever started. It should have never started.
Yeah, what do you got to say about that, Chucky?
But we're going to have our country respected again. We're going to make sure that it's respected, and we're going to go out and do very good things for ourselves as a country and for the world. These are challenging times for our beautiful USA. But I'm committed to working with every partner here in New York and all across the nation to build an America that once again is strong and safe and proud and prosperous and free. We're going to make sure together we can create a future defined by great ambitions and grand achievements that once again inspires the dreams of our children, brings back the American dream. You don't hear about the American dream anymore. We're going to make it possible for them to have the American dream.
All right.
Good.
I like it.
Good.
And ending the war in Ukraine would be pretty amazing.
Be awesome.
Save us some money, save us some weaponry, and save, of course, lives in Ukraine and Russia, where over 1 million people have been killed. And nobody seems to care about that.
Nope.
Except Donald Trump.
They just keep pumping money into it.
Yep.
They just
keep killing people.
They gave another 400 or 500 million. But Congress needs to come back to give Americans money.
Yeah.
But we're just going to continue to, write checks
pump
to
it
Ukraine.
right to another 435 million or something.
Yeah.
But we continually call for a ceasefire in Israel, but not in Ukraine, not with Russia.
Nope.
So hopefully he can get that taken care of. But he also trolled the white dudes for Harris. Cut 23.
There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris? Doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. Every one of those people is voting for me.
That's great.
That's awesome.
So good.
Yeah, that's a deep one. It keeps on giving. The more you think about it,
it's the
keeps
joke
on
that keeps on giving. Yeah, it is. That's really good. Their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me.
That says a lot.
So good.
And it's true.
And it's true.
And it's true. Then he had a joke on needing to wrap up.
Well, I'd better wrap up because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas. That's right, they've reserved many rooms, a lot of rooms, too many rooms.
Beautiful rooms. We're just
beautiful. You've never seen rooms like these rooms. These rooms are beautiful.
Illegals come in here.
Very, very beautiful rooms. Also, we need new leadership.
Oh, you skipped.
Did I? No, I got the. 27. He thanks Jim Gaffigan.
I'd like to thank our MC this evening, Jim Gaffigan. Most recently, Jim has been playing Tim Walz on Saturday Night Live. And that'll be a very short gig, I hope, Jim. But it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Let's see how that lasts. It better be quick. We don't want him, and I'm not going to say anymore. But unfortunately, Governor Walz isn't here himself, but don't worry, he'll say that he was. He's going to say
That's
That is
awesome.
awesome.
That's
Devastating.
He roasted those two last
did.
night.
He sure did.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Boy, I mean,
Really good.
I
Really
love
good.
this. I mean, that was tremendous. And again, these clips have to go viral.
Yeah.
You got to send them to your friends
Yes.
on the left. Where was Kamala last night? Yeah.
That was an absolute beatdown.
It sure was.
Down.
Really
He's
funny.
not here, but he'll say he was. Well, and then he'll say, people know me. People know me. Okay, they know what I'm saying. I talk like people speak. Okay, they know me.
Sometimes I'm a knucklehead. My wife tells me.
Man. Then he said we needed new leadership.
The fact is, we need new leadership in this country. Right now, we have someone in the White House who can barely talk, barely put together two coherent sentences, who seems to have mental faculties of a child. It's sad. There's a person that has nothing going, no intelligence whatsoever, but enough about Kamala Harris.
Thank you.
Jim didn't laugh at that one.
No, he didn't. He didn't appreciate that. He also talked about his 2 assassination attempts.
This is a very religious evening to me. It really is. It represents so much. My sister was somebody that loved the church and gave to the church. The cardinal knew that. Had a certain priest that she thought was incredible, right? For a certain very, very fine man that she thought was incredible. Having recently myself survived 2 assassination attempts, I survived. I have a chart that went down to the right. Fortunately, I looked at it's my all-time favorite piece of paper.
No
But it
doubt.
went down, and I looked to the right, and I said, was that luck? What was that, luck, or was that God that did that? And I think it was God that did that. I do. But I have a very fresh, Cardinal, I have a very fresh appreciation for how blessed we are by God's providence and his divine mercy. I mean, that was something I was not supposed to be here tonight. That I can tell you. So with God's help, I know there is nothing that cannot be achieved. We can achieve so much good with this country and get together and unify.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good.
No joke there.
Amen.
Just
Yeah,
real stuff.
Yeah.
Real stuff. And good stuff. Then he had a closing jab at the New York courts.
It's a true pleasure to be with you this evening. Amazing pleasure. And these days, it's really a pleasure anywhere in New York without a subpoena for my appearance.
Really
awesome.
quality stuff.
Yeah.
It was just good stuff. Did Brian Stelter actually praise Donald Trump last night?
Wait.
What?
This is
Brian Stelter?
right
is good.
after the dinner got done. CNN took over, and this is the
I
first.
thought they fired him. Why is he still?
Brought
Is
him
he back on the
He's
air?
back.
Brought him back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back.
Well,
And
good.
this time, he's pissed. Mhm. And here
Brian
he is.
Stelter, what did you make of this performance?
Oh, no, don't ask me first. I thought he was funny. I thought he actually got a few great jokes in.
Yeah.
I thought the best moment was we talked about the assassination attempts and made light of what he's experienced, because I think he's experiencing
made
real
light of it?
trauma, real PTSD as a result of the shootings, but he's still able to have a light moment in this room. And he took advantage of the fact that Kamala Harris wasn't there.
Which is
I
really
was
the
disappointed
subtext
that he
of this
kept
whole thing.
Exactly. That she
They're
didn't.
usually supposed to be in the same.
That was legitimate praise
Yeah, it
for
was.
Trump. Good for
I don't know
him.
that he made light of the assassination.
No, I don't know
attempts.
that he
I'm
did
not sure, I'm not sure where he gets that, but because I didn't take that as lightness from him at all.
No, I thought that was serious,
Yeah.
actually. I thought he was being real there.
Absolutely.
That wasn't a joke. But he really meant that God saved him.
Yeah.
from those assassination attempts.
Yeah, and it was divine providence, and he's here.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be. He believed that he shouldn't be here.
Right.
Do you want to begin the Kamala recorded address and see how much of it you can take?
How long was it?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
So
minutes.
mercifully, we'll hit the top of the hour.
All right. Yeah.
But I mean, just I think if you need 30 seconds of this, just to see how bad this is.
Okay.
Ugh, she's so.
Your Eminence and distinguished guests, the Al Smith dinner provides a rare opportunity to set aside partisanship.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, what's going on? Who was that?
Oh, sorry, Mary Catherine Elliott. Mary Catherine Elliott. It's so nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mary Catherine. Right now I'm trying to record my speech for tonight's dinner.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want to say that I'm Catholic, and tonight is one of the biggest dinners next to the Last Supper.
It is a very important dinner, and it's an important tradition that I'm so proud to
that
be
I
a part of.
ignored
Sometimes
and
when I
didn't
get
show
nervous,
up
I
for.
stick my fingers under my arms and I smell them like that.
Ick.
That's gross.
So tell me something. I'm giving a speech. Do you have some thoughts about what I might say tonight?
My feelings about what you should say tonight would be best expressed in a monologue from one of my favorite made-for-TV series.
Okay, let's hear it.
Don't you see, man? We need a woman to represent us. A woman brings more heart, more compassion. And think how smart she must be to become a top contender in a field
That's funny.
dominated by men.
Yeah, that's great.
It's time for a woman, bro. And with this woman, we can fly.
What series was that from?
Oh, that's from House of Dragons, now streaming on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you think that maybe I shouldn't bring up tonight?
Well, don't lie. Thou shalt not bear false witness to thy
Kamala
neighbor.
is just,
She's just so calm. And
Wow.
let's
that
make
was,
fun of Catholics while we're at the Catholic dinner.
Yeah. And she talks, I love how she talks about what an important dinner it is. It was so important she couldn't be bothered.
Yes.
That's pretty important, huh? I mean, did you just find out about it and you already had that night booked? Sorry. That doesn't wash because everybody knew about it. Trump was able to clear his schedule. He was there. Where were you?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you show up for this? Because she doesn't care. She doesn't care.
No, she doesn't at all. And she definitely didn't want to be there.
With Trump.
Oh, no way.
Or with Catholics, I think.
Yeah.
Or with Jews. Think
Or
about
with
it.
Jews.
The Jews were there too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, why are you being anti-Semitic there, Kamala?
Right? Anti-Catholic, anti-Semitic.
Anti-Jew.
Wow.
Anti-Trump. She's got to go.
Interesting.
She's got to go.
Yeah, she does. Yes, she does. And hopefully, yes, she will. All right. 888-933-93. More of our 2,500-ish show episode.
Celebration
coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on
Good
the
morning.
Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Got a little anxious there.
Yeah, you sure did. Or eager.
Eager?
There you
Well,
go.
we're
Thank
celebrating.
you.
We're in the midst of a celebration.
That's right.
This
That's
cake
right.
is fabulous.
It is.
Oh
It's
my-
Cake Boss cake?
Yeah, Cake Box
No
cake.
wonder.
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's
Yeah, the guy
Buddy.
in New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Did
Yes,
you
sir.
send for it?
I
or-
sent for it. I sent a box truck, and he sent me 5 pieces.
Nice.
Ah, it's good. That's really
Yeah,
good.
it's really good.
He's the guy that does the cakes in all kinds of different shapes and stuff. And
Yeah.
I told him that we're doing our 2500 episode, and he was like, "I'm sending you 5 cakes." I'm like, "Well, thank you, buddy."
nice. Really good.
I mean, normally I'm like,
2,500 pieces would have been nice, but okay, thanks for the ones you sent.
don't push it. I
Well,
think
the
it's
bill that he sent back was pretty expensive for just 5 pieces
Yeah, I
of
bet.
cake.
Oh, he did it out of the goodness of his heart. Here's the bill.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
yes.
Okay, well, I'm
They
just,
are really good.
I'm
I
like a
could use some ice cream with it,
cake
but
is.
It's never enough. It's
I
like
know,
a liberal.
no, not for
I'm
this.
It's like a
I'm just
liberal.
saying.
It's
Yep.
never enough.
Never enough.
I mean, cake
Never
is
enough.
cake, but this is incredible.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
really
delicious.
delicious,
So
It's-
moist.
Yes.
Yummy.
And we
Really
got it
good.
in last night, so
And it's probably going to kill me, but
I was gonna say, have you checked
worth
your
it.
Libre?
It's a good way to go.
Cake spot cake. I don't even think they buy sugar.
No,
They don't
okay.
even have sugar.
Oh, okay.
They use the same recipe
They're
as
like
Kexi
cookies.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
sugar
No
in
sugar,
there.
no butter,
Yes.
nothing.
Okay.
Russian
well,
dash
then I feel
cam
good about it.
videos, Cakesy cookies,
Yes.
Cake Boss cake.
Nobody gets
Everybody's
hurt.
fine.
Nobody gets hurt
Nobody
in the
gets
eating
hurt.
of Kexy
Thank
cookies
you.
or Cake Boss cakes.
Yes.
So don't worry about it. I'm a Lickin' Butter tweets, happy 25th.
Yeah.
Ish. You know, look, a day over $24.95.
Oh,
That's really sweet.
Yeah,
Nice, yeah. From Tyler Morgan, the episode count is like Jeffy's age for us to guess, and only one person knows the real answer. True.
We haven't determined who that person is.
I
Who
am
knows
the
the
person
answer? Oh.
because we found out years ago that he was in 8th grade in 1974.
Yep.
That's not true.
That
We
you're
did
both-
not
And that
find
doesn't
out.
matter. That doesn't necessarily mean
It's
anything.
not true.
No, okay, you were in 11th grade in 1974.
It could have taken him 30 years to get to the 8th grade.
It's true.
Just adds to
It's
it.
true.
Why would it?
That's true. He was held back like 9 times.
Yeah, it's an intelligence thing. We'll talk later.
It was for my own good.
From is that what they told you? Okay,
That's what I remember.
I'm sure
hearing.
that's true. I'm sure that's
Yeah,
true.
that's right.
Uncle Waldo 2 tweets, so when y'all really do hit episode 2500, we'll celebrate what? 1 millionth?
Yes.
Epic. Congrats anyway.
I think
Whatever.
we actually are at 2,500.
We just solved the mystery. of
Yeah,
the
well,
week.
because Kevin Esslinger tweets, perhaps if you count all the overtime
Yes,
episodes,
that's what I did. That's what I did. Thank you, Kevin.
you get closer to 2,500.
That's what I did.
Ish. And that's for sure.
That's
we
for
do.
sure, yes.
'Cause we've been doing that for what, 3 years?
So
4
we
years?
have to double it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost
You have
double
to
it.
double
Not
the
quite.
number.
No, that would be if we were doing it for
You could do
7
half of double it, and we're there.
Half of double it.
Half of double it gets you to 2,500.
It will definitely
50%
get you.
more gets us there.
Yes.
All right, so order some more cakes. We have more to celebrate now.
Ice cream next time, too, please.
From Cougar Sasquatch, Chuck Schumer looks more uncomfortable than Jeffy skipping a meal.
Wait,
Oh,
Oh,
that's
wait.
going a little too far, but
not that uncomfortable.
Congratulations to Pat Gray. 2,500 episodes. Incredible.
wow.
You've
Look at
finally
that.
reached the episode total that is the same as the number of calories Jeffy eats for his mid-morning snack. Congrats, Pat. And I guess to a lesser degree, Keith and Jeffy or whatever.
whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, beautifully put, Stu. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was nice
Or
of him
whatever.
to record a video. Thanks for being here.
Yes, it was.
If it's good
Yes,
enough
it
for the
was.
vice
Come in
president,
He's just like, yeah.
Thank
if
you.
it's good enough for the vice president to record a video for the
Good
out
enough for
dinner,
Stu.
it's good enough for Stu.
That's right. And Stu's not running for anything, to my knowledge, so it's
But
even
he's
better
running.
for him to do that.
But he's running though.
Oh, man. All right. So it might be time to revisit that chat between Biden and Obama that we played at the funeral the other day, because somebody did actually hire a lip reader. The New York Post did. Right.
You're right.
And we think we know what they said. Here's what happened at the funeral of Ethel Kennedy when they got together, the two of them. Okay.
And they're busy yapping.
So-
And there's a longer clip of this as well when you see you got Bill Clinton to the left of Obama there, and then you have Nancy Pelosi and Paul Pelosi.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, the tension must have been
Thick.
something there.
Yeah, because they've not spoken. And
Right.
she admits it. They've not spoken since he left the race.
Right.
Since the coup.
So
Yeah,
that's
since the coup.
something else.
It sure is. And now
Wow.
they have to stay in the same row there in the church.
The
Holy cow.
head of the Democrats in Congress and the President of the United States
Here we go. Yeah.
have not spoken
Here
in,
goes the pull-out shot.
what, 3 months? That's amazing. That's amazing. So here's what was apparently said.
Jill not there, by the way.
And I have to apparently. Oh, yeah,
No,
where's Jill?
no, Jill's
She's still
not there at all.
pissed.
Where
I'm
is
not going to
she?
sit in the same pew with Barack and Nancy Pelosi.
Or in a pew, period.
So here's what was supposedly said. She's not as strong as me, is what Biden said to Obama. And Obama said, that's true. Okay, can we look at that again? And let's see the beginning of this.
Everyone says that Biden says she's not as strong as
She's
me.
not as strong as me.
I think he said he's not as strong as you or me.
Oh, probably. Yeah, because he's got to give deference
Yes,
to
'cause
Obama.
that's when Barack was
He's
like,
got
no,
to
no,
bow
she's
to
not-
the king.
She's not. No
Because
way
I spent
she's
way
close
too
to us.
much
Yeah.
time rewatching this yesterday.
And with exclamation point, that's true. And then Obama says, yeah, I know that's true. We have time. And Biden then says, yeah, we'll get it in time. And then Obama says, it's important that we have some time together. What does that mean?
So he's going to go to Kamala? Is that what he's talking about? Or
is it? Do they need to get together, he and Joe?
I think it was more like
And
him
discuss.
and Joe.
Okay.
Barack doesn't want to get with him.
Because Barack did a
wouldn't think
social
so.
media video last night about Kamala and how wonderful she is, and how dedicated she is,
I did
and how
see make
strong
that
she is.
timeline, yeah.
So
yeah,
he already
it's a
tried
lie, though.
again.
It's a lie.
Oh, you can
Nobody,
tell.
nobody believes him.
He doesn't even look at the camera while he's doing this.
They know that she's lost momentum, and
whatever
where was I?
little bit she had.
Yeah, the
long
little bit
gone.
of momentum is now gone.
I guess like a
It's
sports
gone.
team. You peak at the wrong time, and
and
that's
she
where we're
peaked in August.
Well, they anointed her. She didn't have any momentum.
Right.
It wasn't hers.
It was just a
Very
fresh
true.
new package.
Yes.
Yay, here we are. And then,
That's true. People were happy that Biden was out.
Right.
And that was exciting to them for a while. And now they're realizing, oh, wait, she sucks.
It's terrible.
She's terrible.
And honestly, for the Democrat voter, for the base, it didn't matter who you put up against Donald Trump. If it wasn't Donald Trump, that's who they were going to be excited about.
Yeah.
Whoever it could have been.
Very
and
true.
you got the worst possible candidate. Congratulations. This is why Barack Obama didn't want her. He wanted a floor
Right.
fight. He wanted this thing solved in Chicago, not on Twitter by KJP or whoever was running Joe Biden's account that Sunday morning.
Yeah. And I see where Doug, I don't know if we have the video. I actually didn't see it, where Doug talked on some podcast
Well, and he
about
find out?
how he found out.
Clip 8, play this. This is incredible.
You said that communication is key, but she couldn't communicate with you immediately to tell you that Joe Biden had stepped down, correct? You were busy in spin class, right?
That was right. So it was. I was in LA. It was during that weekend when all the planes were down because the software glitched. So I had to spend an extra day in LA. I decided to go to a cycling class with some friends, and it was an hour class, and we were just chit-chatting. I had my phone in the Secret Service car, so I didn't have my phone. And then my friend's partner just showed me his phone with the letter from President Biden.
Yes.
And I'm like, gotta go. And just ran into the car. And there was my phone, literally, like you could feel the steam, 7 or 8 messages, all with, where are you? Call Kamala. And it was a 1 minute or less conversation, which started with, where the F were you? I need you right now. And basically get to work. And I did.
You run out sweaty? Are you wearing the tight biking shorts? Do you have those clackety-clack spikes on, the whole thing? Or
I try not to do the tight biking shorts. So I just do like the long old school, Nike basketball shorts, which probably aren't great for spin class. But I was drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
I took the clackety-clack shoes off, but the car wasn't exactly on the curb. So it was still a couple of 100 yards of old guy half running, trying to get to that car to jump on the phone and get in the mix.
Interestingly, that's a completely different story than we heard from Kamala.
Cut 45. When she was on with Dana Bash.
All right. Here's that.
Interesting.
Cut 45.
It was a Sunday, so here I'll give you a little too much information.
Go for it. There's no such thing, Madam Vice President.
My family was staying with us.
Oh.
And
with us?
including my baby nieces. And we had just had pancakes and, Auntie, can I have more bacon? Yes, I'll make you more bacon. And then we were sitting down to do a puzzle. And the phone rang, and it was Joe Biden. And he told me what he had decided to do.
Yeah.
And
that was it. This guy, the whole thing.
I asked him, "Are you sure?" And he said yes. And that's how I learned about it.
There you go.
Now, there was nothing about.
My family was staying with us.
Yeah, with us. Yeah.
We had breakfast, and we were going to do the bacon and the puzzle thing, which...
No mention.
Okay.
Now, what they'll say is she never said he wasn't there specifically.
No, she didn't. She said the family was staying with us, but
there's no mention that he was out of town and she had to call him and couldn't find him.
Right.
So,
which was a pretty big. I mean, it's a big
That's
deal
a big
for
deal.
a couple.
Well,
yeah,
they're just lying sacks. They lie about
Right.
everything. They just make stuff up. So what story is true? Who knows?
Are you blowing up Doug's phone with 7 or 8 calls, leaving messages, and then having the conversation, where the F are you, while doing the puzzle with your nieces?
Right. And making extra bacon.
And making extra bacon,
Making
yes.
bacon and pancakes and whatnot.
Jeez, these people.
There's nothing genuine about them.
They don't know how to tell the truth. There's no truth in them.
There isn't.
No truth in them. They are incapable of truth.
And I believe the Doug story more than I believe her
course.
story.
I do too. Yeah,
I believe Doug's story because
and her saying, "Where the F are you?" and being pissed off.
yeah.
You know that's what happened.
We've learned
When
that
I
from
call,
her.
when I call, you answer.
Yeah,
Right.
you bet.
We know that from her people that have quit of her
Yes.
campaign that she's a horrible, hostile boss.
Dozens of people have
Yes.
quit her employ in the last 3 years. Dozens.
Yeah.
Because they can't stand her. Now, where's that talk?
Yeah.
That talk is completely gone. That disappeared the very moment Joe Biden made the call to her to say he's dropping out. Because guess what? And another thing, Nancy says I have to get out, and so guess what?
Are you sure?
And well, no.
No, I'm not
But they're making me. Barack and Nancy said I have to.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shoot.
holy cow! It's just everyone knows that Joe Biden is compromised, right? We know that the coup was just to get him out of there, and the deal was to leave him in office. When Brett Baer asked her about when did she know about President Biden's being compromised, and he's fine. He's the smartest guy ever. Has to be. Well, then why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here, Kamala? If he's fine,
right? Exactly.
Why are you here? Why
Yes.
did he have to drop out for the country?
Right.
I don't understand that.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all.
But again, it goes back to a theory I heard from someone that they're just all lying sacks.
Lying sacks. Yeah, I've heard that.
Did
theory.
you hear that?
I heard that theory from somewhere.
That's interesting.
I'm still kind of hung up on Doug Emhoff going. He's kind of half jogging or running 200 yards in socks, city blocks and socks or something to the car, thinking, she's going to hit me again or something. I mean, this guy is Mr. Masculinity. Am I right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
He is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There is so much man there.
He is a manly man. There's no doubt.
I'm sorry to interrupt your spin class.
With your partner's friend.
You're their partner's friend's partner.
Yeah, friends. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That might have been somebody else's nanny or girlfriend. I mean, he might have been doing a spin class with taking care of a little business in L.A.
Perhaps. All right. Anytime you hear your friend's partner, that's
We
another.
all know.
That's
I know.
a same-sex thing.
Same sex. Yes.
It's the same-sex thing. So there's no girlfriends there.
Which is why,
There's no girlfriend.
Which is why he
No
would
girls
say
are
it like
involved.
that if he was getting business in L.A.
Okay.
See, Jeffy's thought this
All right.
through.
I have.
All right. Americans are tired and they're frustrated by a stalling economy, inflation, endless war, and the relentless assault on our values. Thankfully, there's companies like Patriot Mobile that still believe in America and our Constitution. That's why we're so proud to partner with Patriot Mobile, because they're on the front lines fighting for the First and Second Amendments, sanctity of life, our military and first responder heroes. Take a stand for conservative causes. Put America first by switching to Patriot Mobile today. You'll get the same nationwide coverage as the big providers, because Patriot Mobile operates across all 3 major networks, plus they back their service with a coverage guarantee. Their 100% U.S.-based customer service team will find the best plan for you and your needs and your budget. You can keep your number if you want, you can keep your phone if you want, or you can upgrade and change everything. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or call 972-PATRIOT right now. Get a free month when you use the offer code PAT. Don't get fooled by other providers pretending to share your values or having the same coverage. They don't, and they can't. Join me. Make the switch to America's only Christian conservative mobile provider, Patriot Mobile. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat or 972-PATRIOT. Use the promo code PAT and get a free month of service.
Call us at 888-900-3393. Pat Gray Unleashed will return.
It's our 2,500-ish show.
Wait, hold on. Before I do this, who's cleaning this up?
Not me.
Chris is. Chris.
All right.
We have a do girl.
We have a do girl.
I'm not. That's you,
I'm
Chris.
sorry, the do girl does not make it into this studio.
Yes, she does.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Awesome.
Yes,
Fisher,
she does.
do you have yours?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
She never vacuums.
Yes, she does.
I am the one who vacuums this room.
I know you come in here and vacuum, but that's after she does. I've witnessed her doing it.
She does not vacuum this room.
You're pissing me off right now.
You're pissing me off because I'm doing the work all the time. I slave around here. I do and I do what I do for you, and you don't appreciate it.
No, I do appreciate it.
Sounds like last night conversation of my house. Oh, that hits home.
Can I just say I was here, I don't know, 4 or 5 one evening a few weeks ago, and I actually did.
No, she came in.
I
she really
coached her
did
to come in here. Could you please come in here?
You asked her to.
I asked her to.
Oh, amazing that she did it.
Well, if you ask her to, but we're never around at 5 in the afternoon to
Some
do
of
that.
us are, Mr. Big Shot. I know, name on the wall. Some of us are.
So do we have somebody visiting us right now that we could talk to?
It looks like we do.
Well, I heard you guys were looking for a dancer of some sort.
You're going, so you're gonna,
and
you're here
I'm
to
ready.
volunteer to dance.
And I'm ready with
and
the
I,
cash.
well, I,
All right, so let's get to going.
I wanted to make that happen, but she's passed out in the parking lot, so I went ahead and came in.
Bring
But
her in.
I can do a little ballet if you'd like, or
Did you do ballet when you were little?
no, I'm a horrible dancer.
Okay.
We don't know that yet.
Prove it, yeah. Now, congratulations. 2,500 episodes.
Thank you.
That is ish. Yes, I know it's not a perfect science, but did you always? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Fireman. An astronaut.
Wait, at what
an
age?
NFL football player.
Anything but this.
Anything but this. Yeah. I was probably a teenager when I became interested in radio, I'd say. Yeah, so.
And if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be in a tent somewhere or a cardboard box downtown.
Accurate?
But a nice one.
Accurate? Yeah.
You know, a nice one.
Well, what city would
Still
you
in
be
Helena?
I mean, they're really nice, corrugated
Those
cardboard
Frigidaire
boxes.
boxes? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
nice.
I'd have one of those.
I've always thought if you're homeless, save up all your money and
If you're
and
homeless, you don't have a lot of money.
I said save up all your money, scrape together a
Mm-hmm.
one-way bus ticket on Greyhound to get you
Yeah.
to Miami, and then you're always outdoors. It's not the end of the world, you know.
My son, my
You and I
son
talked about this before.
used to say all the time when he was little, Dad, if I was a hobo, I'd live here. And when we were in Hawaii, he was like, if I was a hobo, I'd get to Hawaii. Like, yep, that's a good idea. It's a
Yes.
really
Good
good idea.
plan.
So when you become a hobo, make sure you make it to Hawaii.
I
'cause it'll be
drive
beautiful.
around all the time and think, man, if I'm homeless, I'm going to stake out that spot right there. That's where I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
Where would you be
not
if you were
that far
homeless,
away.
Hillary? Where would you want to be?
Ooh, probably in Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara?
Or
Okay.
Montecito. That was the first time I ever went to Santa Barbara. I was shocked by the number of homeless people when I
there's a
went
lot,
to the beach.
yeah.
But I thought that's really smart.
Where do you gotta be?
The weather's
When was that,
great,
recently?
The people were nice.
It's worse now.
I was going to say it was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's worse
You don't
now.
have to worry about being homeless.
But,
Go ahead.
well, I mean, I have a special set of skills. No. No. I'm a horrible dancer. I did for my bachelorette party. We did take a pole dancing class, and I learned that I
really
would never make a living doing that. That takes an insane amount of upper body strength. So
I'm aware. I'm aware.
I know we should have had you give us some private lessons.
No, you should not.
But no.
No, I don't think anybody wants to see that.
How secure is that pole? Is it like bolted to the ceiling? Or?
Why would that be a
OSHA? It's an OSHA thing.
They do have a lot of pole dancing fitness classes in Dallas. That's what we did. It was like a workout class. But, next time if you want to go, we could do like a team building thing. All of us go.
I'm happy to go. I'm not participating. Not in the way you think.
Just spectator. Yeah.
Cool. I want to see that, though. Make sure there's a camera rolling, please.
Sorry.
Think of the clicks we'll get with Jeffy on a pole.
So a while ago, you talked about the merger between the UFC and the WWE. Are they still merged together? Are they still run by? Does Dana White run both organizations?
So he is still running the UFC. I think they're still kind of
They're separate entities.
They're still separate entities, but they're trying to figure out how do we kind of keep both audiences around and stack the viewing so that people will watch one and then stay for the other. They're two totally different audiences, though.
Yeah,
in my
I would
opinion.
think so.
So
maybe that's the point.
Now, I just watched the Vince McMahon documentary, and he just got booted out. So, like this year, I think,
Triple H is in charge now. That's his son-in-law, actually.
So it's not Dana White. It's Triple H that's running
for
the WWE.
Dana's got UFC and Slap Fest, right? And then
the Slap League.
The Slap League. Yeah.
Are you watching the Slap League? Is that even on?
I've watched a little bit of it. It's not my favorite.
Oh,
I
really?
can't stand it. I can't stand it.
And I like.
The guys are big and fat.
I like violent fighting.
You like in shape guys.
You need to pump the brakes on that tone too. Okay.
There's a lot of passing out. There's not enough blood.
Right.
So if you're gonna.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know.
That guy only lost a tooth.
On the surface, it's guys slapping
so
each
good.
other. I'd like to point out.
Yeah.
All right, more coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Hey, Pat, congratulations on 2,500 episodes. Wow, that is a lot of talking on your part in the last several years. You have a great show. In fact, your show is so great that I copied you in my show name with the Unfiltered.
That's right. She
So
used
keep up the
Un.
great work, and
Stole
here's
the
to
Un.
2,500 more.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Wow, she
That's nice.
admitted it.
She admitted it.
She admitted that she stole the
Well, I called her out on her show that you
there
stole
you
the
go.
Un.
Thank you.
So, yeah, she knows.
She couldn't deny it.
She could not deny it.
because it was right there. Good for you.
Yeah. I had
for
to.
you.
I had to. It was too obvious that Unfiltered, Unleashed. Come on. It's obvious. All right.
I mean, it was our mistake not to, copyright the Un.
Yes,
Yeah, that
but
is. Yeah,
Still.
for sure.
Still. We welcome Hilary Kennedy to the show. Hilary, you've got the 4-minute buzz coming up.
I do.
A few minutes.
But I couldn't miss this opportunity.
And we appreciate it.
celebrate.
Thank you.
And you
Thanks
guys
for
had
coming
cake.
in and celebrating with us. We got cake. If you want
From Cake Boss.
From Cake Boss.
Cake Boss
Really
cakes.
good.
It's delicious.
And
It
I don't
seriously
say that
is.
a lot about cake. You want me to bring it over here too?
Yeah, I'm not a big cake fan, but man, this is
hard
really,
to-
And I don't think there's any more silverware,
Get to
so
it
you
over
just
all
have
these-
to dive in.
$100 bill. I'm just gonna eat it with my hands.
Yes,
Yep.
please.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Here's some paper towels if you need this.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, just pick it up and
Classy
jam it in your
joint.
mouth.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
You know
all.
what?
Come on, eat it.
Here we go.
There you go.
She did it.
There you go.
She did it.
Isn't it good?
It's delicious.
There you go.
I mean, we're talking about a UFC fan. She likes it when they get down and
Down and dirty.
Yeah.
That's why I appreciate you. I've been here at Blaze Media for 7 years, and it wasn't until your show that they let me talk about my passion for blood sports.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Thank you.
Wow.
It can't be all Kamala Harris, and
Right.
Israel and taxes. We got to
Exactly.
have something else for the people. So
Uh-huh.
thank you for letting me do that.
We're happy to let you have that for
Man,
them.
clean your plate. And
Plus, we appreciate you not naming your show the 4-Minute Unbuzz.
Right.
We call it the 4-minute buzzkill. with all my bad news. Sometimes.
Not on
no,
Fridays.
we do a lot of good news stories.
Yeah, and boy, you gotta love those puns. Am I right?
Thank you.
Welcome.
So Donald Trump, not only was he hanging out at the Al Smith dinner last night, but he was also hanging out at a barbershop.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you see clips like this, my opinion is that they are more effective than any ad he can come up with, except for maybe the Kamala with the trans guy.
Quite a bit of his time at the barbershop there and in the Bronx, I think, right? And I thought to myself, boy, Kamala could never do that.
Never. This is just so natural for him.
Yes.
Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. It's always a pleasure. Yes, sir. I've been to the barbers here. Excellent.
He just comes in and starts BS. He just comes in and starts BS.
What's the soft floor all about?
Nice to see you all. Big hands, strong guy. Nice to see you. So you're the owner?
My son is the owner. Yeah, his father.
Oh, you did that very nice and easy, huh? Is he as good as you?
He's great.
That's good stuff.
So obviously you see Lawrence in the foreground there, just the back of his head.
Yeah, no, we got a picture of them together. Look at that. How cool is that?
There they are.
I mean, and think of that setting right there. It's so unique with the flag and the two barber chairs. You know, Lawrence got to have that hanging in his office tomorrow.
Did you?
No kidding.
Cool.
Was he still here when you got here?
Yes, I love Lawrence.
Okay, so how long's he been at Fox then?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Must be like 6 years, right?
I
5 or 6.
Yeah,
I want to say 6.
Yeah,
he just turned 30. I mean, he's so young.
He is.
And doing
super talented.
well for himself.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. He's on the curvy couch with the Fox and friends.
I think of that. He's gone from supporting Obama. Was he a part of his campaign?
Campaign. Yeah, he was part of the campaign.
In what? 10 years? Supporting Obama
rocket
to
ride.
Now he's on the curvy couch on Fox and Friends making 7 figures.
That is so cool.
Nice.
That's the American story right
pretty
there.
awesome.
That sure is.
I mean, he's on right now with the Fox crew. Kind of cool. Let's look at what Kamala has said in the past about voter ID. This clip is making the rounds right now. Check this out.
Is agreeing to voter ID one of those compromises that you'd support?
I don't think that we should underestimate what that could mean.
What?
Because in some people's
She's so
mind,
smart.
that means, well, you're going to have to Xerox or photocopy your ID to send it in to prove you are who you are. Well, there are a whole lot of people, especially people who live in rural communities, who don't. There's no.
Pause it for a second. Why would you have to photocopy your ID?
Oh, it gets better.
When you just bring it with you to the voting booth. She's talking about mail-in votes, right? Is that the only way people can vote is now mail-in? Because that's asinine. You just bring it with you when you go vote. And there's early voting in virtually every state except Delaware. I mean, how many states don't have early voting now?
That's a good question.
Not very many. We should look into that, but it's not very many. All right, let's let her finish here.
You are who you are. Well, there are a whole lot of people, especially people who live in rural communities, who don't. There's no Kinkos. There's no Office Max near them. People have to understand that when we're talking about voter ID laws, be clear about who you have in mind and what would be required of them to prove who they are.
What does that mean?
That means
of course, people have to prove
minorities
who they are.
Can't. They don't.
But not in a way that makes it almost impossible for them to prove who they are.
What?
Not in a way that makes it almost impossible to prove who they are.
It's gobbledygook.
Who doesn't have an ID of some kind? Who?
I don't know.
Do you have a driver? Do minorities drive? I think so. I think I've seen minorities driving.
I don't live in a rural area, so
I don't
know
either. So maybe
I don't know. Maybe
maybe farmers don't have IDs.
Maybe
they can't drive.
To answer your question, the only states that don't have early voting.
Delaware.
Well, no, remember they changed that.
Oh, they did change it?
So it's New Hampshire, Mississippi, and Alabama.
Three states.
That's what I'm seeing on this chart.
3. I think Delaware just got it last year, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Or the year before.
Yeah, last cycle.
What is their reasoning for not having early voting?
just to piss you off, I guess. I really don't.
They're trying to suppress the vote.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
Though? And that's the running theme is that all these conversations I've been having with people about voter fraud is, boy, you open that window, you've got more time to inject these fraudulent ballots to change the results. That window, the longer it's open, the less secure your election is. So there you go. Kudos to New Hampshire, Mississippi, and Alabama.
New Hampshire? Okay, that's a Democrat state. Mississippi and Alabama? It is.
They got libertarian pockets all over the place.
Yeah, they've got pockets, but isn't their governor
they're
Democrat?
Kind of a swing state. No.
Their governor, New Hampshire governor, is not Democrat?
No, it's what's his name?
Well, okay, what about their senators?
Hang on.
New Hampshire senators, both Democrats, would be my guess.
I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to talk about New Hampshire politics on the fly.
Well, you should have been, my
friend.
friend.
They have,
You're the one that brought it up.
Quite. Anyway, so you've got they've got that Angus guy, right? Isn't he from New Hampshire? Or, that's Maine. He's that liberal that says he's an independent.
I hear the tap dancing happening. But
I hear some tap dancing as well. Yeah, we don't have an answer.
The New Hampshire governor
is
every time I type something in, it's the race coming up. So Chris Sununu,
Christopher Sununu.
Yeah, and he's a Republican.
He's a Republican. Yeah. What about the two senators?
Okay, it's what's their name?
I mean, come on, it's called Google.
After 2,500-ish episodes,
right? I think by now
should have it down.
Thank you.
It was a two-part question.
Their
Your Honor,
senators are
I have
Democrats.
shown up to court today to not answer the questions that have been sent my way. They're two Democrats. That's Maggie Hassan
and
Janine Shaheen.
Oh, yes.
Shaheen.
Nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, let's go to Annalise in Mississippi, where they don't have early voting.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Welcome.
How long are the lines on Election Day for you in your state?
Oh, it's wonderful. We get in and we get out, and there's no cheating.
There you go.
Okay.
There's no cheating.
Cool. Good.
And we know by 10:30 at night what the vote is.
Oh,
nice. Nice.
That is nice.
Oh, I want that for your 2500-ish.
Wait, say that again?
You haven't been doing bingo.
Should do 2,500 bingo. Yeah, why aren't we doing bingo today? Producers. It's a really good, that's a good point. Thanks, Annalise. Appreciate it.
One of the squares are senators from New Hampshire's name. Whenever you hear that, be sure to fill in the box.
And we have Kamala Harris on the line.
Oh.
Wow, joining us from the campaign trail.
Oh, gosh.
Kamala, welcome to the Blaze.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Pat. I just wanted to congratulate you on your 9 millionth episode.
That's 9 millionth-ish. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
I had to adjust it for inflation.
You're all good. Which is no doubt Trump's fault, right? That's obviously.
Man. Have you no decency, man? He's been running for president for the past 3 years, man.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. That's Kamala Harris calling from the campaign
That was
trail.
nice of her.
Nice of her.
Spent a little time with us.
Sounded a little Rastafari in there at the end.
That was her latest accent that she's unveiled.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
She is a piece of work.
Oh, she's good. She is really good. Also, we have, speaking of our 2,500-ish episode, we have this special 2,500 episode story from Al Roker that I'm hesitating to actually.
Oh no, it's awesome!
Come on,
share. It's awesome.
Share it.
Everyone loves sweet potato, and
we're getting close to Thanksgiving. You want to get ready for some recipes?
Yes, and some of your favorite dish for a lot of people is like sweet potato casserole, where you cook the sweet potatoes and you put the marshmallows on top.
We have that every Thanksgiving.
And so does
Jackie
Al.
makes that.
And he and his daughter.
So does Al. He calls it something different.
He and his daughter have created a new cookbook that they're trying to hawk.
All right.
And
okay.
one of the recipes is this old-time family recipe, the sweet potato casserole.
Al Roker's sweet potato poon.
Sweet potato poon is what he calls it.
It's a delicious dish with a side of mystery.
I don't think he understands what poon means.
I don't.
Sweet potato. What do you? What?
Okay.
Huh?
And he said he didn't know where it came from. It was just something that his grandma.
That's the mystery, right?
Right.
That's the mystery.
Right.
Do you have a 4-minute buzz to go work on, Hillary? Maybe you should.
On that note,
have you ever had sweet potato poon?
Just get out of here. Give me the cake. Don't talk to him. Just get out.
No, but I wanted to ask her some more questions. Why are we?
Leave the room. Go get ready for your show.
I've got more
take
cash.
my hundreds with me?
Yeah, I've got more cash.
Thanks, Hillary. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, so
when Al Roker thinks about his mother and food, this recipe comes to mind.
Oh no.
The poon is a bit of a mystery, he says.
Quote.
While it graced his table for every holiday meal and on special Sunday dinners, no one in the family knows where the side dish came from.
I think that's a lie.
Or why on earth it's called poon.
Yeah, I think that's a lie. I think Dad named it because Mom. Mom made it so good. This is just as good as.
And I think it's after he had the sweet potato poon that this happened.
Pooped in your pants.
I pooped my pants.
I think that's
Put
where
the headline back up. Put the headline back up.
where that came from.
The side of mystery is what just happened to him.
Yes.
Walking down the hall.
You pooped in your pants.
I pooped my pants.
He pooped his pants.
That's because of sweet potato poon.
Right? That's what happened.
Sweet potato poon.
Okay. There are.
It's nice to hear. That's a classic clip on this program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
You pooped in your pants.
I pooped my pants.
Yep. That's one of the top 10. That's one of the top 10.
We have a top
for our
10?
2,500, our 2,500-ish episode featuring some of our biggest clips of all time.
Okay.
Including, of course, you pooped
in
your
your
pants.
pants.
I pooped my pants.
So
these aren't in any
not
order.
in any exact order. No. But I think you would also have to include this one.
You know, I'm just resisting. What am I resisting?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. The collectivization of manufacture, the institutionalization of the human psyche. I'm not sure.
He's not sure.
I don't know.
I love it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I love that guy.
I love him.
That's awesome.
So good.
You know, I'm just resisting. What am I resisting? I don't know. The collectivization of manufacture, the institutionalization of the human psyche. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I don't think anybody's quite sure about that, frankly.
Yeah, that's the 3D printer guy, right?
Yeah. And he wound up, I think, in jail.
I
didn't
think so.
He
Yeah,
he had some issues.
He did have some legal
some
issues.
non-gun issues.
He
if I'm
wore
not
sport
mistaken.
jackets for a while. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he did.
So the government came up with the charges against him? The government that we've agreed to not believe right out of the gate?
I don't think so, but I think it was another government.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's Taiwan or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Right.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Yes.
But did they do it at the behest of some other government? Who knows?
We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. I do know this guy is a lot better now.
No, I would just
Yeah?
really like the 95.
Oh, my goodness.
95.
Can I just say,
That is
on my
awesome.
trip to New England, I dealt with I-95 so many times, and I repeated that line
A million times.
to Carrie to the point where she was nauseated with it.
Ninety-five.
So you're going to go up here and turn right onto 95.
95.
95.
I bet she appreciate. My wife would appreciate that.
Oh,
a great
man.
deal.
They think it's so funny. They love it.
Oh, they laugh.
Just keep repeating a lot of the same line. Oh, yeah.
Oh, how she laughs at my stuff. She really, really does.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite Biden clips.
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
One of the few times he ever told the truth, which I really appreciated. He put together, what
we
was
have
it
put
again?
together,
He put together
I think, the most
extensive
and inclusive voter fraud
organization
in the history of American politics.
That's when you knew that he was mentally going downhill because
he accidentally told the truth.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that out loud.
No. So, and then now this was a while ago, quite a while ago, but with all the men playing in women's sports stuff and liberals who don't think that's a big deal and women can compete against men. We just went back to Serena talking on one of the late night shows. Was it Letterman? Leno?
May have been.
I think it was Letterman.
Yeah.
And she said Serena Williams, probably the best women's tennis player of all time, said this.
I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Because no, it's true. It's true. It's a completely
that's Dave.
It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
There you go.
There you go.
That was before the left had this.
That sure was.
Incredible vision that no, dude should totally be playing women. And now, if you were to say that on a late night show,
she'd be hammered.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Pardon me while I eat some more.
Very true, though. That's very true. And she was just being honest.
Yep.
She was essentially saying he beat her in 5 or 10 minutes, which means she wouldn't win a point. You'd play 12 games in 5 or 10 minutes? That's essentially Serena not winning a point.
Yeah.
And that's what she was saying would happen if she played who was the number one tennis player at that time, Andy Murray. But she lost to the number 203 ranked man back in, I think it was 97 or 98. She and her sister were talking about how they beat men. And they could beat anybody in the top 200.
Yeah.
And so he was in the room at the time, and he said, I'll play you guys. And he played them both. He played Serena and, what was her name? The other one? Venus, yeah. Venus and Serena. He beat one of them 6-2, the other 6-0. And he said he didn't play his hardest because he wanted to give him a chance. I mean, he's the 203rd ranked man in the world.
All right.
And they couldn't beat him. So, just amazing. Also, this continues to be one of my all-time favorites. Probably shouldn't be because he turned out to be a really nice guy.
Oh, no.
You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Our friend Alex Jones. But this is one of the great pieces of audio
about that.
Of all time.
To feel what the children are feeling. God almighty. Folks, we gotta get good people to stand up against these people. I probably shouldn't even have done this radio show today because I have this disgusted cover for how I just hate the globalists, but it's more than that.
It's more.
And I just get flippant and angry, but it's because deep down, folks, I can see what they're doing, and we have a responsibility to stop these globalists.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the men in this country? Where are the men in this world? What the hell have we become? We just offer our children up to the system with the fluoride in the water and the GMO hurting them, and we let fat perverts grab them at the airport to train them for the pedophile government.
Facts.
Yes, okay.
And we've just got such a sick society.
There's a lot of truth there.
There's a lot. There's a whole lot of that clip. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot going on.
That's an awesome.
A lot
clip.
going on. It is.
Oh, that clip reminds me. I don't even know if it made the top 10 of the Mel Gibson clip.
My gosh!
His phone call.
Oh my gosh!
That's such a. That reminds me of the Mel Gibson clip.
Play that.
Yeah, I know. That's not in the top 10.
I have to save that for another day. But that is good stuff.
You don't care. I love that.
So good. Well, you just recreated the whole thing, so we don't need to play it. But you remember the president of Uganda?
Oh yeah.
Ugandan president was asked an interesting question.
Yes, he was,
and he gave a very interesting answer.
Do you personally dislike homosexuals?
Of course, they are disgusting.
Nobody in the world,
except him,
would say that.
Except for him.
No one.
Of course.
They're disgusting. Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable.
That sure is.
And so is this. This is one of my all-time favorites from Chelsea Handler. I love this clip because it shows how stupid these people are. Are you kidding me? When you were 40 years old, you believed.
I didn't know, and this is true, I didn't know until I was 40 years old that the sun and the moon were not the same thing.
Oh, my.
What? What? She's serious about that.
I know.
She's 49 now. She may be 50. So this was 9 or 10 years ago. She didn't know the sun and the moon weren't the same entity.
And see, I want to blame the U.S. education system, but no, you're just that stupid. That is,
I mean, that is
unbelievable.
Do you not learn that in, I don't know, the minute
When
you
you're a
look at
little
the
kid?
sky?
Yeah.
What? What a weird thing.
That is a
now,
weird thing.
hold on. In her defense, you're taught never to look at the sun, right?
Right.
So maybe
maybe she never saw
took
it.
the occasion to compare to the moon.
I got two more really quick ones because we're out of time. But I love this from Joe Biden.
All right. God save the Queen, man.
And then one of my all-time favorites from Al Gore.
One thin September soon, a floating continent disappears in the midnight sun. Vapors rise as fever settles.
We don't have enough time for this, but
Neptune's bones dissolve.
Neptune's bones
Snow
dissolve.
glides from the mountain.
Snow
Ice fathers floods for a season.
Don't play the
Hard
thing
rain
until the
comes
end.
quickly. Then dirt is parched. Kindling is placed in the forest
for the lightning celebration.
Unknown creatures take their leave unmourned. Horsemen ready their stirrups.
I am the tool.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.